And we are back again. This is Kotal for another War Rights vid. It is House Divided Campaign, and we are live off the gate here, so I will kind of go through the intro right away. We got 260 current player base, Anderson's Counterattack. It is 123 on the attacking CSA versus 137 on the defending Union, so slight imbalance here for the Union. We'll see if that moves closer. In fact, it already did a little bit closer. On the Union here, I'll just go down the list here. We've got HL led by Lieutenant Jean. We've got 20th New York led by Lieutenant CGH, KB under Colonel Knight, SR under Mr. Tall Gray, NYV led by Mr. Parker, who's it's not his birthday, just to be clear. We got 9th Corps led by Prattley, and we've got 19th Indiana led by Captain Kaufman, PB led by Colonel Bocephus. And I believe that is everybody. Oh, no, we also got 4th West Virginia led by Colonel Lightburn. Now on the CSA team, we got Captain Hood and Lieutenant Killor leading the 42nd. We've got 83rd led by Major Painter and Captain Wolf. We've got IVB led by Jeff Knight, 79th New York led by Ricks. EB led by Major Hazard, and MWB led by Major Velkeen. And I believe that is everyone. And okay, side's a little bit better now. It's 128, 135, so much closer here. And we are live, so we are already go. You see the CSA already moving out. The Union has mostly retreated back, with the exception of a forward SR element out here. Whoa, camera. And they are about to get ambushed. Oh, I don't think SR got the word to move out.
Every day, that'd be great.
On line.
Oh, God, they're just starting to move out. Can they get out in time, or is Hood going to execute these poor devils? Oh, those two men got about 10 bullets, but the rest of SR gets away here. And it looks like we've got a pretty significant CSA defense here on the left side, anchored in the woods, and it looks like the CSA is moving to match it as they start to push up here. Now on the campaign board, so last week we had in the Cumberland Gap the CSA-D piece attacking the 83rd piece. Now this time the 83rd piece is returning the favor and attacking them in the same terrain. So still a major fight here over the Cumberland Gap, and once they get in, trying to get into the that region there of eastern Tennessee and the mountains. So and Hood here now moving up a bit.
Half left.
And they are all moving back here. Ooh, nice volley coming in, hitting Bocephus. Who was that by? That was by the 42nd. Here comes 83rd. Let's see how they do. I like how they're anchored on this tree and this cover here as best they can. And they are breaking left here. Why are they breaking left? They're breaking left because here we got 19th Indiana coming in with a tight volley. And they are joined by HL. Here comes HL, Lieutenant Jean, coming up, pressing up pretty far. And it looks like they're going to try to anchor on these rocks here. 20th New York is with them, it looks like. Let's see how they do. And they pump up a damn good volley into them. Here we got 9th Corps trying to look around the side here on this big major rock formation. And we do have some movement out onto the wing. Here comes Painter leading the 83rd, trying to find a flank here. But a powerful line here. Let's check out IVB's volley. I'm sorry, EB's volley. And this is a firing line. If you're looking for a line battle, you have found it. Here we got 17th in the mix here. Well, I should say MWB, not just 17th. Midwest Brigade fighting in the Midwest. Oh, but now we got a forward movement here. 9th Indiana trying to find a flank here. Can they do it? Nope. Kaufman has got to fall back here. Too much pressure coming in. 83rd continuing to fire. And Hood is rotating his men out as well. There is a ton of fire going on right now. rotate up here. Who's in the center? It is, looks like Knight and his guys, joined by Tallgray. Oh, we got forward movement here. Here comes Pratley on top of the hill. Oh, a couple guys getting shot. Don't get shot, Tommy. Oh, but NYV, the birthday boy, is 1 day older than he was yesterday. He told me it's not his birthday today, but I didn't see a date change. You know, if we want to keep GMT, they should not have given up the Empire. That's my view. So, prove me wrong. Volley coming in against PB, but good use of cover by PB. Didn't take too many casualties. And 19th Indiana had to fall back, I think, against this major fire from the 42nd. And right now, the Union is winning this gunfight at a pretty decent pace here. We're only at 39 minutes here, and you can already see they are starting to get ahead on tickets. The question is, can they continue this pace and really pressure the Union without losing their cohesion? Now, just as a note, they're switched in the campaign board because of the map selection. So the CSA is actually the Union on the campaign board and vice versa. But I will refer to them by their in-game names for my own sanity. What little is left of it. Here comes EB, pushing forward. Let's see their volley. Good use of cover there by 9th Corps.
You can't shoot back out.
NYB trying to find some cover on this hill. You can see that if you don't have cover, you're not surviving very long on this battlefield. This is like a dang. Oh, and EB is charging forward, trying to catch the flank here at 9th Corps. Let's see if they can hold him. And EB looks like they have a bridgehead. A nice charge.
Flag down, flag down.
79th going in as well, but here comes NYB to try to countercharge and help. There is major fighting going on here. PB going in as well. And, oh wow, KB coming in as well. But they kind of got overextended here. And we will see, can the CSA hold on to this line here that they've had. And looks like they're going to try to finish off this attack here, but I don't think they have. Maybe they do with Kilroy. Kilroy finish it off. He's the last man alive. Can he get the flag down?
I don't know why you're reloading, buddy.
And it looks like they did it. Here's Troy trying to finish him. Oh, Chernobyl is still left. Chernobyl, what are you going to do? Caddy, get him. Get him, Kiwi. Oh, they got him. They got Kiwi. All right, here come the reinforcements from the Union. But as you can see, the Union is now at engage. CSA still at battle ready. 35-50 left in the match. And it looks like, well, the Union still has, they haven't fully taken the rock, to be honest with you. And PB is coming back in, as is HL and 9th Corps. And in fact, I think they might have weight of numbers now. They might be able to swamp this CSA unit here. I don't know. It might be a close fight. But the CSA is pulling back, and I think that's the right call. Re-get all your combat power first, kind of slow the fight down, and then when you're ready, when it's on your terms, you do another major attack. You get to set the pace of the battle here as the attacker here, unless the CSA, the Union, tries to take it over. But I don't think they really have the tickets for that. So, you know, kind of get back to your cover, reestablish your firing lines. But a nice initial attack led off by the Eagle Brigade. Starting it off, doing major damage to the CSA. I'm sorry, to the Union. Bloody hell. Throw them because they're SWAT.
Are
those shadows out there enemies? I'm assuming they are.
Shoot one and find out.
Well, I feel bad because I shoot things and I kill it. Not a bullet.
HL doing a pop volley under Mr. Gene. And it looks like Painter's looking for a little angle, just sneaking out here. Who else we got over here? Let's see. We've got, here's 19th Indiana here. Popping off some volleys as well. We got Bocephus on his right. And then we got Tall Gray and Knight along with Darth over here. KB well represented on this flank here.
KB, right down this line right here. Position 1. Got the grass, boys. Position, boys.
Beautiful volley, boys.
Yeah.
You want to know?
Looks like Kilroy's out there scouting the enemy positions, trying to relay some intel over to Mr. Hood. And here we go, IVB this time. Oh no, EB's in the lead again. Once more, it is EB in the lead, slamming into 9th Corps. But they're a little bit more spread out this time. They're not going in for that rock. They're kind of going all over the place here. This is interesting. We'll see how this charge works out. Here comes 83rd backing up the EB along with the 79th. There's Wolf, get into it. And Union is, CSA is now engaged. MWB trying to sneak up into this side. There's Zach getting a nice little kill. Now CJ coming down. Let's check on the rest of the battlefield because this is definitely... Oh, IVB with a nice attack. Supporting Hood here, slamming into the 19th Indiana. Nice maneuver there by the IVB. All right, it's up to the SR now. They're the next unit on the line. Can they slow down this IVB 42nd train? Oh, but they turned to the right. All right, they're going to try to support this EB 83rd element a little bit, it looks like.
Officer is up here.
Wow.
Hello.
And it looks like the attack's starting to lose steam now. And this time the CSA, the Union, God damn it. The Union held on to it.
What's right?
Parker held on to it. This guy right here, who lies and says it's not his birthday. In Jamaica, your birthday is celebrated for 2 days. I know you don't know this, but Parker knows this.
They're forming up to the left on the southeast.
You mean the rock southwest? Yeah.
Yes. All right, so a little bit better defense there by the Union this time. Although, maybe not if you're looking at it from a casualty perspective, which I think is how the CSA is looking at it. You can see that we're at 3130, and the Union is already maybe a quarter, maybe a third of the way down towards taking losses, and they're about a half a morale state above them. So right now, these attacks are working wonderfully for the CSA. If they can keep this up, the Union is in a lot of trouble. We'll see if they can figure out a way to counter it.
Hey man, how's it going?
Where are our friendlies at? They're all... The only ones up here.
Oh, yeah, you guys are the only ones up there right now.
Dress right. Dress right.
Yes, sir.
Hi there, Chief.
Alright, boys, let's dress this line.
Bucking ball bayonets.
Looks like we got somebody rotating out to the right here. It is Knight. He is actually rotated out of the forest, and he's looking, trying to flank the Union, the CSA here.
Hello. Alright, KB, right down my line. Right there, cut the grass. Take aim direct straight ahead.
Okay.
Getting with the grass.
Cut the grass,
Looks like he's going
KB.
to try to hit the IVB. Oh, there was a volley came in, but you see he was well covered. I don't even think he lost a man in that volley. So good use of cover here by Knight. And he's actually going to rotate out towards the... wow, he's going out deep. This is interesting. It's risky. That's a major force. The entire Union line is moving out towards the right. You got 20th going as well. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay, you've got 9th Corps has moved back here. You've got 20th over here, NYV over here.
Sorry.
You've got HL over here now. And who's and PB and 19th Indiana are over here. They've given up the left side of the field here. You still have SR and a few stragglers here. But they have decided they want to make this a fight out in the open. And who has come to meet them? It is Hood and the 42nd, joined by Painter in the 83rd. And they are going to try to chase off
Oh, they're running.
the KB. But is it a trap? Is it a trap? Set by 9th Corps.
Damn sure.
Oh, but KB got stopped here. And it looks like they stopped on these rocks. I want to stop there. And they have gotten swamped. And that was before you really brought 9th Corps into bear here. And now 42nd and 83rd have time to reorient and reset. And this line out here has been really thinned out here. So, is this 83rd over here? I think they're mixed together. So, you still got 83rd, IVB, and EB, and MWB. You got a pretty powerful force here. You go and sweep up here. The only unit really left up here is PB. So, you can quickly sweep up here, you know, and swing up and hit this Union and then cut off their line of communication. And then trap these units here out in the open, and they'll be finished off. There's nothing you could do. But the question is the CSA going to take that opportunity? Are they going to move fast enough to seize this opportunity is the question. Because it won't stay open forever. Okay, Gomer Kyle has the 42nd flag. That's what was throwing me off. Now we got some forward movement now. Again, the longer you wait, opportunities start to change. Here comes KB, is now back in the fight. And here's PB. Ooh, they got hit by a hell of a volley from the EB, it looks like. And they lost a good amount of men, and they are going to scramble back. Now again, how far and how fast does the CSA team move up? They wait too long. The CSA is going to reorient. Right now, Hood is drawing all the fire of the Union team. It's up to the CSA, the rest of the team, to take advantage of it. And in fact, Hood is going to fall back a little bit, so that opportunity might have already passed. Yeah, if you're not engaged, you got to figure out, why am I not engaged? And then get to where you can be engaged. Doing long distance volleys out at that distance isn't going to do a damn thing, I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry. Now the window's closing. Look, 19th Indiana is now moving back. They were looking this way. Now they're looking this way. Now, again, it's a lot easier for me because I have my magic button that lets me see everybody on the field. So, you know, it's not as easy to tell these things. But, yeah, it's just not easy to tell these things. So, you know, sometimes that's why the movement doesn't happen as fast. But there is a huge Union line, CSA line here, and right now the only thing that's engaging them is 19th Indiana. And before this, there wasn't even that. So now you got to fight the 19th Indiana line when you could have gotten the flank on them.
Fucking ball torture, we're about to experience it. Fucking ball
Our
torture.
teammates are gonna feel so good.
They missed.
A little bit high on that volley. That was, I think, IVB. It might have been MWB. But here comes the Eagle Brigade volley. I'm going to watch this one against the 19th.
Backing up a little bit.
And they're going to fall back. Again, shots were a little bit too high. It's tough to tell in the woods exactly where to aim because the smoke rises a little bit. So if they say aim at the smoke and you aim at dead center of the smoke, you're actually not going to hit anything. As you can see here, the smoke is up.
Or you can stand on top
So
of
you aim at the dead center of the smoke, you're not actually aiming at the enemy.
Call me the Rock of
It's
Anderson.
very hard to tell. Yeah, as you can see, the smoke rising up. Rising up.
Fucking the rock at Chickamauga.
The CSA team has really settled down this pace here. I'm kind of surprised. They have the time to do this, but if they keep taking too long to make a major move, that time is going to disappear from them, and they may find themselves in a bit of trouble. So, they're starting to lose that momentum they got. 42nd is rotating out here, but they are attracting a lot of fire. They got 9th Corps shooting at them. They got HL shooting at them. They got 20th shooting at them. They've got NYB shooting at them. They've got TB shooting at them. They've got KB shooting at them, I should say, not PB. The only two facing this side right now are PB and 19th Indiana. And over here you got EB, IVB, 83rd, MWB, 79th. Sweep up. I don't know what you're waiting on. I'll be honest with you. You felt it out for a long time. Figure out, okay, wait a second here. We need to make a move if we want to win this match. Because right now, this is playing into the Union's hands. The more time that's elapsed, the better it is for the defender. And again, they're focusing a lot on Hood and the 42nd and not on this angle here. But that can change. And here we go. Now KB's readjusting. Again, the window closes. The opportunity ends.
Left wheel, new line. KB, break down that line right there.
And Darth and Darth and Knight have decided that there's a new angle, a new priority. And I think wisely.
Officers, kill those killers.
Fire!
Again, not too much damage here to the 19th. I'm going to watch this next volley, see what it does to him. They're doing a good job of drawing a lot of the fire. So the 19th is doing exactly what the 42nd is doing. For the other team, again, look at all those shots. Either hit the rocks or sailed over them.
It's not that strong.
Again, one guy dies in that volley. You need to kill at least 4 men per volley in order to attrit. If you're a single team firing, it's a little bit faster if you got multiple volleys going.
I like rocks.
How am I out of line here? Can somebody tell me how I'm out of line? Game is so finished.
One dead. Again, PB using hard cover, drawing fire, wasting time. And by wasting time, I mean that in a good way, as in they're wasting the CSA's time. And now you see Hood has had to kind of fall back. Eventually, these guys are going to figure out that Hood's not going to be a danger threat for a little bit, and they're going to swing in and concentrate on these guys. The ticket advantage is starting to go away as well that you earned. They were at half a morale state. They're at about an 1/8 now. They're not winning the shootout.
I want to be able to see the
Fire.
We also in the open southeast. Let him have it, on the rock on the left.
Get on a gun.
As always.
I'm not saying much because not much is happening. And that is exactly what the Union wants. Nothing to happen.
Back into the woods.
I don't think Hood has an option here. This is open terrain. He will get massacred if he goes out here. The attack has to come from this side. HL and 9th Corps, that is it over open grounds, they will massacre anybody that comes out there. They are too good a units to try an open ground assault like that. And we got Lightburn and his boys as well joining with the KB. That volley was a little bit more effective.
Oh man, no. It should have been me.
Martin, you're supposed to die.
This Union team has, through their use of cover and their accuracy,
Got the fucking Jesus down for me up here.
completely evened out this morale state. And they have used up a ton of time that the CSA has just squandered.
We're not dying. Don't really care if you're hitting your shots. TB8, you just gotta reload and full cover.
That is good guidance from Mr. Kaufman. The key is to just draw fire and not die. That's all you need to do as a defender. You do not need to kill them.
Can we get the 19th ease off?
And the Union has now finally taken losses at 1830. I mean, maybe you do a pre-cap now. Maybe you do a cap and try to draw them out.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That could be a possibility.
Let's focus on that. Try and make sure you're behind the rocks to load though, guys. If you need a poke to shoot, that's fine, but please make sure you're behind that rock to load.
Good shot.
I'm gonna.
I am back.
At this point, if the CSA is not going to attack, I would go for the cap and stop the timer. You need to do some way to stop this clock from burning. It is getting into dangerous territory now. At this rate, they will not get. They may get the Union down to breaking, but they'll have like maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to spare. It is way too close to spare. I would cap right now and stop the clock a little bit.
On the line, on the line, on the line.
And try to fight them down. See, 9th Corps is not even having to worry about 42nd anymore. Now they're putting shots over here.
Fucking hilarious.
You see that too? I got a cinematic view of that.
A lot of them are shooting.
Yeah, they all are. They all are.
Thank God.
Because they suck.
On Wolf, on Wolf.
Left hand.
Let's go.
And Wolf is heading out. Is he going for the cap? I believe he is. And again, I support this call. I would rotate these guys back as well. These guys out in the wood as well, EB and MWB, I would pull back and consolidate and set up for a defensive position here on points. Oh, they're just pre-capping? I would outright cap. I'll be honest with you. 16 minutes. Barely taking losses. You're running out of time. Hood's in a great position to ambush the Union if they go out to stop the cap. He is well positioned for it. You got 79th doing a few little shots out here. CSA is falling back. I'm not quite,
Right shoulder shift. Oh.
what is so they're breaking contact. This only makes sense if you're going to cap. Why break contact if you're not going to cap? Again, this just serves the interests of the Union. Here's MWB. Or is Velkine going to be the guy that comes into cap? It looks like. Here's IVB back here. Jeff Knight ready to ambush. I think I like Jeff Knight's position a lot more than I like 83rds or EBs. I think they're a little bit too far up. Although they may be looking to funnel them in here, but even if that's the case, I would say EB is too far out. I might excuse 83rd's position. Especially as it's decently strong here on this lock. Not great. Here comes 79th crossing the point. All right, I hope. 14 minutes. Here we go. Is this going to be the cap? Like I said, the only one I'm not a huge fan of is the EB's positioning. Everybody else, though, I support. In fact, I would put MWB on those rocks, absolutely. Kind of surprised they're not occupying them. So 6 minutes 48 on the counterattack. Now you see Hood moving up, preparing to attack. Let's see what the Union does. They're going, so Bradley's starting to move up here, as is the birthday boy. Hood is moving in as well. Okay, no, I'm kind of fine with that. He's kind of coming in and doing a check action here on 9th Corps. Although 9th Corps had pretty good use of this rock here, absorbed most of the fire, and didn't lose a lot of combat power from that. But now NYB and HL have moved in. And here comes the main attack. Again, this is what I was worried about. EB, 83rd, a little bit out of position here. But here comes the main attack here by KB. Another line's going in over there, but that's not the main fight. And IVB goes in for the countercharge against KB. But now you got PB and 9th Corps in the mix. 42nd streaming in. Now here's the problem. All this is over here, not flowing into this. You could have a double pincer going on right now. All right, now it's starting to go off. We'll see if it's in time. I would have preferred to go off a little bit sooner. But now it's going in. I would have preferred a little bit sooner. I still think you were a little bit too far out there, but we'll see if it works. Got to get in there. Here they go. All right, looks like the pincer did work. It did go off. It was successful. So I'll be, I still think it was a little bit too disjointed, but it did work. It was still a great position. And just to repeat what happened, you had the IVB and the MWB as the anchor. Then you had EB and 83rd come in from this side. And you had the 42nd coming from this side. And the entire Union team got sucked into this one position here in the center. So a good job by the CSA, although still 4 minutes 30 here. And the Union has a lot less of a run here to go. We'll see if they organize for a bigger attack, if they just go straight in. Again, I'd be cautious about going too far out here. I don't like it. I think you're not in a great spot to mutually support when you get that far out there. You know, I would hang out kind of like where CJH is. I think it's like 83rd right here, where Edler is. I think that's okay. This, you're not mutually supporting.
I killed 2 flags.
Yeah, and see, now 9th Corps proudly saw it. NYB saw it. Bocephus saw it. And they've got a chance to fight the enemy piece by piece, defeat in detail. And here comes the flank attack. They couldn't even hold it. There was no way they could hold it, as opposed to being in a place you could mutually support. We'll see if they can help. Who is this? Jeff Knight needs to get into the fight now. He needs to flank now. He needs to flank up now. He needs to go. He needs to go. They're sitting there behind the... Oh, they're sitting there. Again, defeat in detail. EB, this element that was here. Now the next element. CSA. Disconnected. But we'll see if they can hold it. I think the Union has it. Wait a second, though. Who's coming in here? Hood trying to get the 42nd, who's ever left, to try to organize something here. But I don't think it'll be enough. Wait a second, who's coming up here now? Gilroy trying to come in on the other side with some men. It's all over the place now. KB and Knight. Looks like Knight has a pretty good attack forward, though.
Get off the point, get off the point.
And the Union lost major tickets there. CSA now on breaking. But Union did achieve their goal. Although they're not going to recap and not get their tickets back. Interesting. Do they think they can get the CSA to last stand?
You missed. Yeah, no Billy Hank.
I wouldn't waste these tickets here. Now they got their tickets back. See how much they get back. Not much. Not as much as I thought they might. So, now I'm not quite sure why anybody's going forward as a Rambo and giving away 5 tickets right now. What do you think, you're going to get your flag? Is that really what you think is going to happen now? Is that how you see the story ending? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It might work.
Hey, it's like a pirate.
Wow. Union just let him pick up the flag like that. They're such nice guys, the Union.
I see an enemy company northeast.
There you go. You did pick up the flag. Why not? Just walk right up to the enemy line. The enemy line doesn't shoot you. Why the hell not? All right. Now the CSA is going to have to figure out what they want to do. The problem for the Union is now they have to defend on point. They can't defend back anymore, and they don't have a ton of tickets. The CSA now has a decent amount of time. Again, that cap bought them some time, so they can actually now you know, if you want to do for the next 3 to 4 minutes, do those plinking shots that you were doing, and try to wear them down a little bit. I wouldn't be opposed to it, and try to get them closer to the last stand before you do that final attack. You know, I wouldn't commit too much time to it. You know, you got to do some time management here. But if they're going to come all the way out here to defend, blink at them from the woods. Absolutely. In fact, I think Gene is way too far out here. I mean, yeah, I get it. He's kind of anchoring on the wagons, but it's dangerous to be this far out here, I think. Who's coming up over here? It is Hood. So you got that base of fire going off. Okay, now it might have been delayed on my thing. So now it's going up to the full morale state for the Union. So it was just maybe I had to hit T again or something. Now it kind of changes the equation here. It's going to take a little bit of effort to get them down to last stand. So I would go more for the attack now. And that's what Hood is doing, and he got a nice chunk of HL there. Although he got hit 2 in the side here by 9th Corps, and a pretty nice shot there from Mr. Pratley. Here we got SR and KB. Who's down here still? Oh, Gene is trying to get his men out of there.
Down the new sight line. Fire down to the new sight line.
That's the whole army. Fire everyone.
Keep it up.
Keep
Fire, boys.
See, and the CSA knows they don't have to be fully on point. They can be just right here, and they're capping, and force the Union to come out and meet them with this very impressive firing line here with the IVB, the 83rd, the 79th, the MWB, the EB. EB is up here on these cannons. I don't mind that at all. And then here on the flank is Hood. Here comes 9th Corps flooding in. Oh, but Hood might catch him in the side. He does, and it is a firing line now. That basically deleted the 9th Corps before they even got to the line here. Now here comes KB trying to come through. But now here's the opportunity. Oh, and look at this. Hood now coming into the side here of 19th Indiana, slowing them up, allowing these elements to deal with these. There's too many units for me to name right now. But the Union elements here in the center, and I think this will do it. I think this will do it. A nice deliberate attack by the CSA here at the end. I think John from the HO got a little bit, little too stuck out there, but I don't think it would have made a huge difference. And there's the last stand, and that'll be it. And CSA was able to do it at the end. They got me nervous here, but they got their act together. I'd say a great idea and satisfactory execution on that 2 pincer attack, and then this deliberate, creeping forward here for this final assault, I think was excellent. And the initial lineup was great too. I think they just kind of lost their cohesion in the middle piece, but they got it back in time. So well done, and that is a CSA victory, so a Union campaign victory board. So 83rd has pushed back the CSA-D and has now opened up the Cumberland Gap for exploitation. So we'll see what happens on the big board next. A little bit of a danger in the Mississippi theater, but now the Eastern Tennessee theater a win. So we'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got. Until next time, Kotel signing off.